Hello everyone! This is Aldon Francia and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so for this video, we're going to do the journalizing entries and analyzing business transactions. But of course, I will help you para mas ma-analyze yung gagawin nating business transactions or yung problem, no? So iisa-isay natin yung mga accounts na gagamitin natin, of course, in Tagalog version para mas maintindihan natin. Okay? So with that, hopefully ay makatulong sa inyo itong video na to para sa inyong pag-aaral ng accounting. Okay? But before that, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell below. Thank you very much and fighting! Okay. So sa pag-a-analyze ng problem, pag-a-analyze ng business transactions, lagi po nating i-check yung chart of accounts na tinatawag. So yung chart of accounts, ito yung list ng mga account titles and their corresponding number. So usually, ang isang entity, meron siyang chart of accounts para pare-parehas yung magamit niyang account titles all throughout its operation. So for this example, I have here listed some o yung gagamitin natin para doon sa problem natin for this for this video, no, because we're going to journalize the entry, and don't worry, madali lang ang pagjo-journal, no, ang pag-analyze ng business transactions. Practice is the key talaga, at paulit-ulit lang natin siyang gagawin, no. For this video, i-assist ko kayo kung paano natin siya maintindihan mabuti. But now, for this chart of accounts, we have the assets, so cash, accounts receivables, we have the plumbing supplies, prepaid advertising, service vehicle. So for liabilities, accounts payable, notes payable. For the owner's equity, we have the Francia capital and the Francia withdrawals. For the income, we have the plumbing revenues, expense, we have the salaries expense, rent expense, telephone expense, and miscellaneous expenses. So bakit nga ba ito yung mga lumabas? So dun sa problem, makikita natin kung anong type ng business yung ating gagawan. So for this problem, so siya ay isang plumbing services. So that is why kung mapapansin natin yung kanyang plumbing supplies, and plumbing revenues ay connected dun sa kanyang business. So let's read the problem first. Aldon Francia opened a plumbing services named Francia Plumbing. The operation of the business started on September 1, 2020. During the month, the following transactions were completed. So, nag-create si Aldon Francia ng isang plumbing services that started noong September 1. So, ano-ano ba yung mga transactions na nangyari? Okay, noong September 1, Aldon Francia withdrew from his personal savings account an amount of 67,000. He then deposited it to the name of the business. So sabi dito sa una, so si Aldon Francia daw ay nag-withdraw doon sa kanyang personal account, no? And then yung personal account na yon, yung amount na kinuha niya doon sa personal account ay ipinasok niya sa business. Tandaan na yung owner at saka yung business ay separate. Magkaiba siyang entity. That is why, hindi pwedeng pagsamahin yung pera ni Aldon Francia at yung pera nung Francia Plumbing. That is why, initial investment niya na kumuha muna from his personal money at ilagay dun sa business. So, paano natin siya i-journal entry? Okay, so I have here the sample. So, we have the date, account titles, the posting reference, the debit, and the credit. Okay? So, by the way, review tayo, no? Paano ba tumataas or yung normal balances ng accounts? It looks like this. No? So, yung assets, review lang, assets, siya ay nag-increase sa debit. So, pag nag-increase siya, of course, sa debit, dun siya mag-decrease sa credit. Liabilities, ang normal balance ay credit. Dun siya nag-increase. Same goes with the capital. So, saka si revenue. So lahat sila ay sa credit nag-i-increase. So si expenses naman ay sa debit nag-i-increase. So same goes with the drawings. Para mas mabilis nating matandaan ito, meron akong video na i-link ko sa baba para mas mabilis nyong matandaan yung normal balances ng accounts. Okay? So for this one, let's try na, ayan. So, kanina si assets daw, ang normal balance ay debit. So, dito na natin ilagay. Liabilities daw ay credit para malaman natin kung saan siya mag-increase at magdi-decrease. Equity daw ay credit. Si income daw po ay credit. At si expenses ay debit. Okay, so para initially may guide na tayo. Okay, so balik tayo dun sa question. Dun sa unang transaction. So, nag-withdraw and then inilagay dun sa business. So, kapag ka naglagay tayo ng pera sa business, anong mangyayari? So, tataas po yung ating cash. Okay? So, tandaan na kapag ka nag-a-analyze ng transaction, laging pong dalawa or tatlo, more than two, at least two rather, yung apektado dapat na accounts. So, for this one, so since nagpasok si Francia, Aldon Francia ng amount doon sa business, so kaya tumaas yung cash. So, 'di ba, pag tataas ang cash, debit siya. So, 'di ba? O halimbawa ito, si cash. Ano natin para mas mabilis maintindihan si cash, 'di ba? So, ang normal balance ni cash, since siya ay asset, ay normal balance ito. So, kaya kailangan doon tayo sa debit maglagay ng amount. Okay? So, kagaya nito, debit. So, magkano? 67,000. Okay? So, ano naman yung tandaan na dapat si debit saka si credit ay balanse. Okay? So, kahit anong nangyayari, dapat balanse si debit at credit. So, ano mangyayari? Siya ay owner, no? So, dito siya papasok sa Francia Capital. So, tandaan na credit po siya. So, since tumaas yung cash natin, so tataas din yung capital ng ating owner kasi nag-invest siya dun sa business. Okay? So, dapat indented kapag ka naka-credit. And then, yung explanation. So, sa explanation, kayo na yung bahalang mag-create ng inyong ilalagay na explanation. But for me, to record initial investment. So, yun siya. Next transaction. So, nung September 2, nagkaroon ulit ng transaction, another transaction, acquired a service vehicle costing 90,000. A payment of 23,000 in cash was made and a note payable was given for the remainder. So, ano nangyari dito? So, yung service, bumili daw o nag-acquire ng service vehicle yung ating business. So, si service vehicle, makikita natin siya na assets. Tama? So, ngayon, kapag bumili ba tayo ng service vehicle, ano mangyayari? Siyempre, tataas yung ating service vehicle. Magkakaroon. Diba? So, kaya kailangan siyang i-debit kasi ang normal balance ay debit. So, ito ay service vehicle for the amount of kung magkano siya. 90,000. Okay? Then, ano yung naging kapalit? So, a payment of 23,000 in cash. Nagbayad daw ng 23,000 cash. So, ano mangyayari sa cash? So, siya ay magde-decrease. So, pag dinecrease, i-credit natin siya. Okay? Kasi ang normal balance niya ay debit. Doon siya tumataas. So, pag yung cash, sa credit siya. Now, balance ba? 90,000 saka 23,000? Hindi. So, that is why mayroon pang kasunod dito. Note payable was given for the remainder. So, magkano yung remainder? So, sabi, si notes payable, since hindi notes payable ay tataas. Okay? So, tataas siya sa credit side. So, kaya po natin siya i-credit. Okay? So, ulit, to record acquisition of service vehicle. So, dapat itong debit, saka itong total credit ay balanse. So, 67,000 saka 23,000 is 23,000 as well. Next. So, nung 3, nagkaroon ulit siya ng transaction. So, medyo mahaba-haba itong transaction natin, pero at least, mas mapapractice tayo. Ano? So, paid rent for the month, 8,000. So, nagbayad daw po ng renta ng bahay. So, saan siya papasok? Tandaan, class, na kapag may lumabas na pera at ginamit siya doon sa operation ni business, usually, ito yung expenses na tinatawag. So, kagaya nito, rent. Diba? Rent expense. Okay? So, yun siya. So, since ang normal balance niya ay debit, tumaas yung rent expense kasi nagbayad tayo. So, rent expense, debit. And then, ang credit niya, since nagbayad, okay, nagbayad tayo, walang sinabi na kahit ano, pero by default, yun ay magiging cash. Okay? Kung hindi siya nagsabi, by the way, class, pag hindi siya sinabi, pag walang sinabing on account, or kaya on credit, ibig sabihin, cash po yung transaction. Okay? Binayaran. Kaya na-credit kasi nga pinababa natin yung cash. Nagbayad. May lumabas na pera. Next. Nung 6, nagkaroon ulit ng transaction. So, pakita ko lang sa inyo yung mga transactions para hindi na natin siya bubuksan isa-isa. Ayan. Hanggang 27. Okay? So, mabilis lang yan. Bibilisan ko na lang. Okay? So, acquired plumbing supplies on account. Okay? So, sabi, nagkaroon, plumbing supplies. So, ibig sabihin that is a debit. Tama? Okay, debit. So, tataas siya. Kaya, i-debit natin yan. Okay? Pero on account, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, na pag on account, ibig sabihin, either binayaran mo, inutang mo or kaya umutang sa'yo. For this time, since ikaw yung nag-acquire ng plumbing supplies, ikaw yung bumili, on account, ibig sabihin ikaw yung may babayaran. So, that is accounts payable. Okay? Paano naman kung ikaw yung bumili? Ikaw yung binilhan, tapos hindi nagbayad sa'yo. Yun naman yung tinatawag na accounts receivables. Okay? To record acquisition of plumbing supplies on account. Copy na rin natin ito dito para mas mabilis. And this one also. Okay, para dire-diretso tayo later. Okay, next. Paid for 3 months of advertising and recorded prepaid advertising in the amount of 7,500. So, ano nangyari dito? So, sabi, bumili daw ng advertisement. So, binayaran niya yung 3 months in advance. Kaya, prepaid yung tinatawag. No, prepaid advertisement or prepaid advertising. Binayaran in advance for 3 months. So, kaya siya prepaid advertising. So, si prepaid advertising, ang normal balance niya ay debit. So, sa assets siya. So, tumaas yung prepaid advertisement at prepaid advertising kasi nga binayaran siya. Okay? Binayaran siya for 3 months. Next. Paid. There is the word paid. Walang on account, walang on credit, ibig sabihin cash. So, mababawasan yung cash mo ng 7,500. Kaya natin siya credit. Okay? To record payment of advertisement for 3 months. Next. 8. Cash in the amount of 19,500 was received for plumbing services rendered. So, ibig sabihin, si Alden Francia ay nag-render ng plumbing services. Kung kanino mang client iyon. No? So, sabi dito, naka-receive siya ng cash. So, since naka-receive ng cash yung ating entity, tataas yung ating cash. So, i-debit natin siya. Okay? And then, kapag ka nagre-render ng service, no, doon sa plumbing services, ito, just like this. So, tataas yung ating income account, which is the plumbing revenue. No? So, iba't iba po yung account title natin for income. So, may laundry revenue, may service income. So, depende siya doon sa, ang income account natin is plumbing revenue kasi nga siya ay isang plumber. Okay? Next, acquired additional plumbing supplies for cash. So, nadagdagan daw o bumili siya ng plumbing supplies. So, ang plumbing supplies ay tataas. So, magkakaroon ka ng debit na plumbing supplies. Kasi nga ito siya, oh. Ang normal balance kasi ng plumbing supplies ay debit. So, siya ay nasa assets. For cash. So, bumili siya, binayaran niya ng cash. So, magkikredit tayo ng cash for 8,050. Next, paid salaries, 12,600. So, paid, alam natin na kapag ka paid, magkikredit na tayo agad ng cash. Kasi, yun ay nababasan yung cash natin. So, ano yung katambal niya? So, ano yung debit natin? Okay, so, pansinin na ito ay binayaran kasi salaries to ng mga empleyado. Okay, so ginamit ito for the normal operation of the business. That is why it is called an expense. So, yung debit mo, ito siya, ay salaries, expenses. Okay? So, pansinin ulit, debit mo at yung credit. O, di ba? Madali lang. Okay, moving on. So, for September 15, rendered plumbing services and billed the customer 45,500. So dito, mababasa natin na there is the word billed. Just like on credit, on account, billed is also an example nung mga babayaran natin or kaya yung magbabayad sa atin or kaya yung utang. No? So since dito, we are the one who rendered the plumbing services at binil natin yung customer natin, so alam natin na magkikredit tayo ng revenue, no, plumbing services. And since billed, hindi tayo nakatanggap ng cash, ang debit po natin dyan ay accounts receivable. Okay? Next. 16. Paid 5,800 of the amount owed from the transaction in September 6. So, pag may nabasa po kayong mga gantong transaction, no, so babalikan natin yung nangyari dun sa September 6. So, balikan natin. Ano ba nangyari sa September 6? Ayan. So, nagkaroon tayo ng utang kasi bumili tayo ng plumbing supplies. So, ang papakailaman lang po natin dito ay yung utang po. Kasi yun yung sinabi dito sa 16. No, binayaran natin. So, yung una, dito, 18,500. Pero ang binayaran lang muna ay 5,800. So, di ba, ano mangyayari dun sa utang natin? So, syempre, bababa siya. So, si notes payable, ang normal balance niya ay credit. So, para mabawasan yung notes payable, so, ide-debit natin siya for 5,800. And then, since binayaran siya ng cash, magkikredit tayo ng cash para mabawasan din yung cash. Okay? Next. Paid miscellaneous expenses, 4,500. Ito, madali lang. So, since expenses siya, lagi naman ang normal balance ng expenses ay debit, so debit natin yung miscellaneous expense. And then, since nagbayad tayo, wala naman sinabing na cash, so, I'm sorry, rather, na on account, so, kaya cash yung ating i-credit. Mababawasan ng cash. Next, 20. Collected 20,000 from the customer on September 15 transaction. So, babalikan ulit natin yung September 15, no? So, meaning, that is cash. No? Pero, i-check natin, ano ba yung nangyari ng 15? So, yun. No, merong accounts receivable. Nag-render tayo ng service, nagkaroon tayo ng accounts receivable kasi hindi tayo binayaran. This time, nung 20, nakakolekta tayo, nagbayad yung ating customer. So, nagbayad siya of course, ng cash. So, magde-debit tayo ng cash. So, ano i-credit natin? Of course, the accounts receivable. No? Kung dito, debit siya, di ba, ang normal balance ng accounts receivable ay debit. So, kapag babawasan natin siya, i-credit po natin. So, since babawasan natin ng 20,500, so i-credit natin yung accounts receivable. Next, 21. Ang konti na lang to. Withdrew 14,500 in the business. So, syempre, tayong ating business, pwede siyang mag-withdraw actually. So, withdrawals ay nandito. No? Ito, hindi siya credit, So, debit yung kanyang normal balance. So, dito, para hindi tayo malito, pultan natin. Ayan. Credit. Okay? So, ang normal balance ni withdrawals, just like in here, or ni drawings ay debit. So, i-debit natin siya. Ayan, ayaw mapindot. Ayan. Okay, so i-debit natin yung withdrawals. Other term is drawings. And then, since nag-withdraw, bababa yung cash natin. So, nag-withdraw yung owner ng amount, ng pera dun sa business, kaya bababa yung cash natin, 14,500. Paid salaries. So, sa salaries, ito siya. So, salaries expense, debit. Then, credit natin ang cash kasi nga, bababa yung cash. Nagbayad tayo. Okay? Next, paid the first installment of the notes payable, 5,000. Okay? So, may notes payable tayo kanina. So, hanapin natin, nasan ba siya? So, nandito siya sa 2. Okay? May notes payable tayo kanina, yung pagbili ng service. Tama? So, meron tayong utang pa na 67,000. Now, so, notes payable yon, no? So, babayaran daw natin yung 5,000 doon. So, kaya ang mangyayari, kung kanina, tumaas yung notes payable natin, nakakredit siya nga, may utang tayo, this time, yung notes payable natin, ay ide-debit natin siya. Okay? Para mabawasan siya ng 5,000. Next, dahil nagbayad tayo ng cash, so, ayun siya. I-credit natin yung cash. Next, paid telephone expense, 1,500. So, ganun din you have here the telephone expenses. So, debit, of course, 1,500. And credit natin ay paid. So, ano yung paid? Cash. So, walang sinabing credit, on account, or kaya billed. So, automatic cash po yan, yung transaction na yan. Okay, and lastly, 27, billed. Ito, billed. The Valdez Resort for plumbing services rendered, 15,300. So, alam natin na nag-render ng plumbing business. So, kaya magkakaroon tayo ng credit, tataas yung ating revenue account, so i-credit natin siya, plumbing services. Pero anong ide-debit natin? So, since nag-render tayo ng service pero binil lang natin at hindi tayo nabayaran, so accounts receivable po iyan. So, debit accounts receivables. Okay? Diba? Madali lang. So, dapat i-analyze lang natin ng ayos, no, yung ating mga transactions for us to be able to know alin yung debit at ano yung credit. Isa pa, kailangan maging familiar din tayo kung ano yung normal balances nila. Tandaan, yung normal balances, usually dito tumataas yung account na yon. So, just like this one, so ito yung mga normal balances na accounts. Okay? And sabi ko nga kanina, I will link down below yung technique. Tutunan kayong something from this video, and kung kulang pa, kailangan natin ng practice, I will be uploading another or part 2 of analyzing business transactions and journalizing entries. Okay? And thank you and see you on our next video. Bye-bye.